Two breaking updates out of Las Vegas are stirring things up. The team made another unexpected move in the quarterback room, and it's raising a lot of questions. And that's not all. One of the newest arrivals is already turning heads in practice, dropping major praise on a rookie who might become a breakout star before the season even starts. The coaching staff is moving pieces carefully, and it could shift the direction of the entire year. If you're a big Raiders fan, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Let's get into it. The Raiders just can't stop stacking up quarterbacks, huh? On Monday, they added yet another name to the room. Veteran journeyman Jeff Driscoll is now on the practice squad. This move comes just a week after Vegas made headlines trading for Kenny Pickett from Cleveland. So yeah, it's getting a little crowded back there. Driscoll's been around the league, and while he's not exactly lighting up scoreboards, the 32-year-old has 16 career touchdown passes and another 3 on the ground. He's one of those dual-threat guys who can move a bit if needed, which fits right in with the kind of QBs the Raiders seem to be collecting lately. Now with this Driscoll signing, the rumor mill immediately started spinning around rookie Cam Miller. The NDSU standout had a solid preseason showing, but didn't quite crack the 53-man roster. He landed on the practice squad and was quietly developing in the background. Naturally, folks wondered if Driscoll's arrival meant Miller was about to be the odd man out. Not so fast, though. Vincent Bonsignor of the Las Vegas Review-Journal quickly jumped in to calm the storm. He made it clear that Miller's not going anywhere. The rookie is sticking around on the practice squad, and the Raiders will simply have to clear another spot for Driscoll. No word yet on who's getting the boot to make that happen, but we should know soon since the team's hitting the practice field this afternoon. Honestly, keeping Miller around makes sense. The 6th rounder from the 2025 draft has real upside. He's got mobility, flashes of good decision-making, and at 24, he's just getting started. Sure, with Pickett now cemented as QB2 behind Aiden O'Connell, Miller's not likely to see any real game action unless the QB room gets decimated. But stashing and developing a guy like that on the practice squad? That's just smart football. So yeah, it's a full house at QB in Vegas, and it might seem like overkill, but the Raiders clearly see value in keeping their options open, especially with young talent like Miller still showing promise behind the scenes. And speaking of early impact, what just came out about Kenny Pickett might surprise you. Kenny Pickett hasn't been in Vegas long, but it didn't take him more than a couple throws to realize Brock Bowers is that dude. After getting a first-hand look during training camp, Pickett couldn't hold back the praise. He lit up when talking about the rookie tight end, calling him a special player and pointing out how Bowers just moves differently out there, especially when it comes to creating separation at the top of his routes. In just 2 days, Pickett saw enough to call him a zone-beating machine. And yeah, he's pretty stoked to have him in silver and black. Now, if there's one thing we know about Pickett, it's that his NFL ride has been anything but smooth. The guy's got talent, no doubt, but he's been shipped around more than most quarterbacks this early in their careers. Still, instead of sulking about it, Pickett's leaning into the chaos. To him, it's just part of his unique journey. He knows the league's a business, not a fairy tale. And surviving means being adaptable, learning fast, and never letting your foot off the gas. You gotta be able to adapt or you're done, he said. And coming from a guy who's already had to absorb multiple systems and playbooks in such a short time, you believe him. His mindset right now? Be present, be all in, and stack good days. That's the kind of mentality that gets you back on the field and back in the mix. As for what the Raiders' QB plan looks like when Aiden O'Connell returns from injury, well, that's still a mystery. O'Connell didn't exactly light it up before going down, and there are whispers that he might not be the smoothest fit in Chip Kelly's new-look offense. So yeah, the door might be open for a change. One thing's for sure, Vegas has upgraded their quarterback room, no matter who ends up starting. Last year's QB situation was a mess. This year, at least there's talent, options, and a guy like Pickett who's embracing the grind and building chemistry with the likes of Bowers. That's something Raiders fans can actually feel good about heading into the season. With so many new pieces, the Raiders are far from predictable, and that might be a good thing. You've got guys fighting for spots and young talent stepping up. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel to stay on top of every update.